Well, some car concerns or questions, they relate to aesthetics.
Yes, but when there's a possibility that safety is at issue, that's when the professionals at Certified Transmission say, let's get this question answered right away.
Absolutely. Amanda Fink Schaeffer is here to do just that today. Good morning, Amanda.
It's nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi. I know, good to see you guys.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, how was it for you?
That's good.
Because it was your second Mother's Day?
Yes.
And stormy, so the little guy was a little uneasy by
I know, well,
the
they have to
thunder
stay inside like all day when it's all wet outside, so it kind of makes for a little long day when you got a toddler and they just want to go outside and play.
Thank goodness everybody's okay today. That's the big thing.
Just lots of branches.
So we have some questions for you today.
Yes.
You want to answer some?
I think I can. I'll try.
Okay, this one's from Lindsay. She's up first, and Lindsay says, last week when I put my 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee in reverse, the pedals locked up, the dashboard lit up, and I couldn't get the vehicle to go forward, even after shifting it to drive. I put on the emergency brake, turned the Jeep off, and restarted it, and everything was fine. My husband thinks I was just between gears, but it was a frightening experience. Could it be a sign of a bigger problem?
You know, it could be, I guess. Actually, it's kind of a weird situation, especially if it only happens once. You know, it's not like it's happening every time first thing in the morning or anything like that.
Yeah.
There are in those Jeep Grand Cherokees and in lots of vehicles, under the shifter, when they're kind of like between the two seats like that, there's an electronic shifter module. And so what can happen is, you know, they can be faulty. They're electronically controlled. They're a computer. So, I mean, something could have happened with that to where maybe it didn't think she was in reverse. It thought she was in park or in neutral or something like that. Probably in park since she couldn't go anywhere. And then maybe the lights on the dash came up if it was like a check engine light or transmission light or something like that, indicating that maybe there was something going on with that. There are a lot of the newer vehicles have those in them, and so this sounds kind of bad, but the other thing that can cause issues with those is that they put them right underneath the cup holders. And so if you have pop or water or anything that spills out, it can cause issues because it's a computer. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Some people don't eat in their cars, but most of us do. You know, so it could be something maybe with that. If her check engine light is on, getting that scanned, because if it's something with that control module, it would probably set a code.
And she used the word frightening, which to me says get it looked at. So that nothing else, you've got some peace of mind.
The difficult part is that if nobody can duplicate the issue, then it's really hard to know what was going on. So hopefully it was a one-time thing. It could be something with that module, but I mean, get it checked out, especially with the check engine lights on, to make sure it's not something with that. You don't want to be like last night trying to go somewhere and then not be able to get your car to go. So.
Our next question comes to us from Dave, and he writes, if my car doesn't specifically require premium gas, is there any advantage to using it? Just curious, and I bet a lot of people feel the way Dave does. So what gives?
Don't use it. I drive a turbo Subaru Forester, and so it requires premium, and I'm like kicking myself every time I have to go put premium in my car because it's so much more expensive, and there really is no benefit to doing it. And it's like, even if your car says you require premium, you can use regular if you have to. Not all the time or anything like that, but you know, sometimes there's gas stations that don't have premium. But no, stay away from that super expensive stuff. Everyone kind of has their own opinion on whether you should use the ethanol ones or not. I like just the regular unleaded personally, you know, so, but no.
Okay, well, we got a question from Nancy, and this is our last question. She says, my 2005 Suburban gets jerky when I turn the air conditioning on. What could be causing that issue?
A little bit tough to say without like having, I mean, mileage would help a little bit knowing with this, and then also if the check engine light is on for any reason. Those check engine lights give us so much information, but most likely it's probably engine related, being that it's worse when the air conditioner is on. So
I can tell you that, right, I have an old Jeep Grand Cherokee, and when I turn the air conditioning on high, it doesn't have as much get up and go. I know that it affects the power a little bit.
Yep, it can, and there might be something going on with your engine a little bit to where, and it just depends on mileage, and things just don't work as well as when 2005 when it was new.
Right.
You know, so, but it could be, you know, an engine misfire or something like that kind of causing our issue. Most likely not the transmission issue, because you would be seeing it whether the air conditioner was on or off. But we do free evaluation, so she can always come into one of our shops and we can tell her whether it's transmission or engine related, and then we can refer her to a place if she needs one.
Convenient because there are 5 of those shops in the area. I mean, we have about a minute here. One of the things I like best about Certified Transmission is how well you connect to the community. And there's something coming up through Omaha Gives that I'd love for our viewers to know about. What do you have
Omaha
going?
Gives, I think last year was the first year, wasn't it? And it was so awesome. I know so many people donate to lots of different places, and so it's hard to ask for people's money, you know, but with the Omaha Gives, with Keep Kids Alive Drive 25 that I'm involved in, we're doing something really cool this year. We're doing like a relay that's running to all the different Paneras, and we've got 14 runners, and they're volunteering their time on Wednesday, and they're going to be running to Panera to help get, you know, just people to know we're out there, and we're going to be giving updates on Twitter and Facebook on how much we've raised and stuff like that. So if you're at Panera, look for our runners. They'll be in bright yellow shirts and stuff.
And real quick, Keep Kids Alive Drive 25. It's one of the charities that you guys sponsor. What's so important about that organization?
Well, being that obviously we're automotive related and driving safe is important for everybody, whether you have kids or not, because kids are always outside and playing, especially with summer coming up. Just very important. Follow the rules. They're there for a reason. Drive safe. No texting and driving. We just give a lot of support to families and awareness in terms of helping families that have lost a loved one and just safe driving practices in general.
Thank you for that reminder.
Yep.
5 locations, as we said, for certified transmission. If you'd like to make an appointment, maybe for one of those free evaluations, just to check everything out, make sure you're okay, you can make appointments online, which is easy, or you can give them a call, and that contact information is available online. And keep your eyes peeled to Facebook for Omaha Give so we can see how much these guys are raising. Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you,
It's
guys.
good to see you.
Thanks.
And you can submit questions for our experts at Certified Transmission. Head to our website. It's omahamorningblend.com and click on the Certified Transmission tile there. Or you're welcome to post questions on our Facebook page. After the break, the weekend's box office winners. Sit tight.